Entrepreneurship is a new discipline, new field, but fastest growing. 10 years back or 20 years back, very few people were talking about it. Today, everyone is talking about it. You ask any college student, any college graduate, who are your heroes today? They will tell Vijay Shekhar Sharma, Ritesh Agarwal, Hoyo Rooms, something like that. So people's perception about career has completely changed. 20 years back, people did not have much options. They had a few options. If they wanted to prepare a career planning, something like they would talk about, yes, I want to become an IAS officer, or I want to become a doctor, a surgeon, or I want to become a mechanical engineer or software engineer, something like that. So there were few options only. There was no option like startup. And today, this has completely swept. The field of entrepreneurship has swept all other fields. So today you talk to any person and he will say, I want to create a startup. I want to become an entrepreneur. He may wish to become an entrepreneur in medical field, or he may wish to become an entrepreneur in pharmaceutical sector, because these are in emerging sectors now. Huge demand, huge demand. Floodgates of opportunities are coming in the field of pharmaceuticals, in the field of medical, thanks to whatever environment we are witnessing. So floodgates of opportunities are emerging. Opportunities are there in every field. Today, the youth are confident they can achieve success as a startup. When I grew up as a child, my father was an entrepreneur, my grandfather was an entrepreneur, his grandfather was an entrepreneur. We were all entrepreneurs for so many generations. Yet, my father used to tell me, don't become an entrepreneur. Don't become an entrepreneur, because he was very frank. He used to tell, our government doesn't want you to become an entrepreneur, do something different. He used to suggest to me, become a teacher. I didn't want to become a teacher, but my father always used to insist that become a teacher. That's good work. You will be respected at least. Because my father was an entrepreneur and he realized that entrepreneurs were not respected in India. They had passed through a horrible life. Horrible. My father was an entrepreneur earlier in Silhat. His business was drowned. India got partitioned. When due to partition, all his business ventures were left there. He had a very difficult life. He again ventured, again started another company, and then faced sometimes this, sometimes that, so many hurdles and Inspector Raj. And therefore, he became very pessimistic about entrepreneurship. So during my childhood, I was told, probably many children of my age, most of us were told, They try to become, somebody was told, try to become a doctor. Somebody was told, try to become an engineer. Somebody was told something else. I was told to become a teacher. The times passed, the governments changed. That was the time of 1950s and 60s when the government was trying to take over everything from the private sector. So entrepreneurs were always worried. Entrepreneurs were always worried when the government may take over anything. Government can take over anything. And the entrepreneurs were looked down upon with suspicion. The government was always mentioning these entrepreneurs are bloodsuckers of society. Have you seen the films of, Indian film industries? If you see the films of the transcript of these films, what do you find? These films mentions that the entrepreneurs, most of the entrepreneurs are very cruel people. They are very, very bad people, something like that. So entrepreneurs, they were good people, but neither the government encouraged them nor the society encouraged them. It was no respect for entrepreneurs. And the government was bent upon doing socialism, complete socialism, whereby the government would take over all private sector enterprises. India was earlier, before Britishers, India was entrepreneurial economy. We fought vehemently with Britain so that we can again revive our great India. But that didn't happen, because when we became independent, the bureaucrats who were primarily trained by Britishers created such policies which were just to crush our entrepreneurship, our innovativeness. Our education system was designed to crush innovative spirit. The kind of schools that were developed after independence were primarily to crush, to subdue, to abolish entrepreneurial spirit, innovative spirit, teamwork spirit, leadership spirit. The government only wanted to create clerks. But later on, after 4 or 5 decades, we all realized government cannot have large number of vacancies. Government can have only a very small number of vacancies, very, very small number of vacancies, and therefore government jobs are not for us. The government vacancies are very small, and then too there are reservations, this issue, that issue, this issue, that issue, political pressure, so many things are there. And then what happened? Now we have got a bright future again, because the youth of today are not going for government jobs. This is not in their priority. They don't want to go for government sector. They want to become entrepreneurs. They want to start their startups. They want to create innovative businesses. They want to create their impact on the society by their ability to innovate. They want to become global entrepreneurs. Some of them are actually able to start their startups. Some of them do experiments for a few years. And some who cannot do anything, they also have those dreams. So they'll end up in the corporate world and become managers, general managers of the companies, the private sector. But keep on aspiring to be entrepreneurs. So today, number one aspiring career of the youth is entrepreneurship. In 1950s and 60s, the number one aspiring career was IAS job. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, number one aspiring career was IAS job, Indian Administrative Services. Even a doctor wanted to become an IAS. Even an engineer wanted to become an IAS. Even a banker wanted to become an IAS. Even an entrepreneur wanted to become an IAS. But now reversal is taking place. And now number one career option is entrepreneurship. Because that is one sector where you can prove your innovativeness. With your innovativeness, with your ability to do some innovations here, with your ability to apply your mind in positive direction, can do miracles. We have seen miracles. Sanjeev Bikhchandani starting a small company from garage, from a room. And today, Naukri.com is a 1,000 crore company. Oyo Rooms, Ritesh Agarwal starting so small, so humble beginning, and today a global name. So many success stories. Vijay Shekhar Sharma starting Paytm, so small, humble beginning, and today a global player. Now these people are writing history. A beginning has happened, and it will continue to grow. We are fortunate that today everyone in India is aspiring to become an entrepreneur. And if this trend continues, soon you'll find a large number of youth like you in Fortune 500 list. When you people in your 20s and 30s, you will be creating startups, business ventures, global companies, and creating a new buzzword in the world, new brands you will be creating, new technologies, new innovations you will be creating, new business ventures you will be creating. Just imagine how beautiful this world will become. Already, India is creating largest number of startups every year these days. So latecomers, but the trend has come. Every city has today incubation centers. Every city today has some or other startup. Every college going student from the day one is planning to become an entrepreneur. From the first year, the students launch their startup. By the time they complete their graduation, their business is fully functional. When it's the final year, the companies ask the companies are coming for placements. Then the institutions announce 50% of students have already become entrepreneurs. They do not need jobs. They have already established themselves. They do not need any jobs. This is the new trend. So we are witnessing emerging India. This is the India of you people. So wish you all a great career in entrepreneurship, and wish all of you are able to start your startup in the first year itself. And I wish all of you should be able to make your startup fly, become operational, launch your product in next 3 years itself. So by the time you complete your graduation, your product, your services should be available in the market, and you are creating your own brand. We wish to see you all becoming the future CEOs, future entrepreneurs? Well, we have seen so many entrepreneurs coming from the United States. Now the reversal is going to happen. United States is going to see a large number of entrepreneurs coming from India. Will it happen? Choice is yours. You have to decide. This is your